And we are back here with episode 2 of Black Myth Wukong. You here to see me act the fuck up on this game. You know, on the last one I had to end it off because, you know, this bald ass motherfucker, he got on my nerves to the point where I kind of had to leave the game alone, so I ain't gonna hold you. I put the sticks down, but I ain't never gonna not pick the stick back up. So I picked that motherfucker up and I came through and I boomed his ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. All that challenge shit is over with. So you about to see, and you know, from the last one I did, I see the audio and stuff. So on this one I'm gonna try to do a little better. Hopefully it comes through. But the game is just loud as hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is a pretty decently audio game. Am I mad? No. You're gonna see a different style to the editing as well. For this, instead of showing the repeated deaths, I'm just gonna show you the one victorious run I had at killing them. So it will be more of like an extended cut, I guess you would say. But in the sense, you will just see the finished product of the one successful run I've had of whooping these motherfuckers and showing them that I am that motherfucker. I'm that monkey. I whooped that monkey. No, you ruined everything when you brought that fucking Scalezi out, bruh. Your dome nasty. You need to seek psychiatric help for that skull, bro. And then he gonna drink and spit fire like that's the thing to do. Like, come on, bruh. Mid-battle? I know I drink, but that's for health. That ain't for... that ain't for me to get away and go ahead and spit fire and shit. If I wanted to spit fire, I'd just drop a hot 16 on the track, my nigga. He was really swinging that motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie. It took me like 16 tries. As you can see, your boy got the moveset kinda down a little bit. But, you know.
Fire, Fiat!
There we go. Bald ass on the ground. Now, what I will say is I didn't capture it on a good enough recording. Spoiler alert, he does turn into a black bear.
Get out here on the world, dick, you hear him? Get off of it, bro. That's what I'm, bro. Damn.
He was on the world dick. He did a lot of yapping and refused to just fold, turned into the wind, and then disappeared like a bitch ass nigga. So here we are. We're not gonna get to see that one, unfortunately, but he does turn into a black bear, resembling a Volibear skin from League of Legends. If you know, you know. And I did whoop his ass. He got like fire paws and shit, and I beat the shit out of his ass. I followed him home. I pulled up next to his mailbox. I pretended I was a UPS driver doing a late delivery. And as soon as he came out to the gate, he was popping that woo-wop talking about what you doing with my package. Little did he know, I got this motherfucking box from Home Depot. This ain't even Amazon or UPS. I beat the shit out of his ass, man. That motherfucker. And then when he went to the hospital, I found out the hospital he was at. I pretended I was his brother. I went in there. I beat the shit out of him, too. He thought I was playing. Beat the dog shit out his ass.
These common pills, I grant you.
Now this fox here,
you may craft more
throughout the game, is going to give you upgrade pills and or let you craft more stuff than you would normally be able to craft at the regular shrines. And then here's what we pull up on the rat
I come to bargain.
And then I'll folded this bitch ass. Now, if y'all are still just now starting this game, what I will give you is a few tips and tricks that did help me as I can remember them. Always kill the old man first. I never saw what happened before. I always auto-locked onto the old dude, but apparently he get turboed and he be going crazy. So kill the old dude first. It'll stun the rat dude for a second, but do not initiate off of that instant scream. Just like that, and then he gonna power up.
Our restoration. We can't say it out loud now. Your poor brother hadn't...
He
Aye,
smell
that's
me.
fresh
He
meat.
can smell what the
Delivering
rock
it
is
some all
cooking.
the way to this dump for our lunch.
Pull up on me. Pull up on me. So I came through, and you can see, you know, I used some of that rat transformation. You don't get a lot of those. It's a cutscene in between because I lost myself on the way back. And I had to fight this earthworm. Now he ain't too bad, but what I will say that sucks is there is a point in time where a bunch of other people spawn in, and he got the possibility to spawn in some people too. And just saying, fighting two things at once, he'll repeatedly do that. And I ain't gonna hold you. You ain't gonna get too many bites off me before I get to fucking you up for real. So as proceedings, he bit me one too many times, so I got to fucking him up. Yeah, I got to putting the beats on cuz. He ain't like it too much. I ain't gonna lie to you. This fight took a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you. He took a lot of patience. A lot of these fights will take patience. See, there go one of them other dudes. That's the shit I was talking about. Why the fuck he got other dudes in here? Now I'm over here getting attacked by both these bitch ass things. Like, see, it's just double shits. It's crazy. It's crazy. Wow. Dunking on your head top. 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 Let's see. Tried to get me. Bow. Damn. Tell me I ain't to go. Folded both their asses up. We almost there. We almost at the end game. There we go. Got his ass. Give me your fucking soul, nigga. That shit mines. That shit mines. I earned it fair and square. I fought for this in blood, pussy. Run, bitch. And what I will tell you as well, there was a circle I ran past. You will do 2 separate fights if you don't activate it. But in this part, when you fight the Geodude, there's another guy that shows up. And when he shows up, you can make both of them battle. It's a big boulder, a Buddha. You press R2 on it, and it'll actually have them fight each other. It's actually pretty funny. It'll only happen once. As you can see, that boulder right behind him. And I missed it. I did not do the interaction, unfortunately. I don't see myself doing a second playthrough of this game. I'm not gonna lie to you, but if there was a second playthrough, I would make that interaction and see all the funny shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I might do one. I might do one. So, turns out I didn't get the end of the footage of me whooping that rock's ass. But just know I whooped that rock's ass. And then I came over here to box up the first rat prince. This big nasty splice whatchamahiggy looking at muff. Yeah, I bodied him. And after I finished bodying him, nah, I'm just playing. So I came through. You get over here by going through like a crack in the wall. You can either have it done by him, and or afterwards with that charge and attack specifically, you have him run into that big red wall behind you, and it'll open the area, the secret area behind you. And then you can do that, or you can go ahead and use the giant baby head of that big blue dude that you get. In the first part that you seen, he was cooking me with the force palm and shit, or spearing me with the wandering beads and shit. See, there you go, he did the thing. And then you can have him just smash his big dome piece into a Jimmy Neutron style, for real, for real. Heal up, drink that Hennessy. Hey, I just drank a fifth of vodka. Dare me to drive? I'm not gonna lie to you, sometimes in this game, the lighting do be hoeing me. Like, the contrast of light and dark. In the beginning, I would say choose to make it a little brighter. But then at the same time, you run the risk of bright areas being way too bright because of the contrast. But then dark areas I feel impossible to see them. But then again, I am a blind dude. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt and do with that what you will. I say you save it and use it for a recipe. But, you know, that's just my personal opinion. Bye. Yeet. Yeah. You know, I used to think that the cloud step did a lot more damage than what it did. Wow, finishing with style. You saw me twirl around my body. Bitch! That's how I hit him. Samurai. Bow! I am the Kong-Wu. Now, I'm not going to tell you how many times it took me to play to beat this one, but what I will say is I sure did put them motherfucking sticks down. But like I said, I'm always going to pick them sticks up, you know. Knuckles don't ever keep them down for long. And we hop in this bit, and we get ready to fucking slam dunk on this nigga head top. I'm talking fucking monkey fist to dragon face, brother. Right back up in this motherfucker. Get all this dust up out my eye, young ass. That's what happened when you don't clean out your lawn. You get all that dust, that funky water in there. Get in there with a toothbrush and one of them wire brushes. Get to cleaning. Get that primordial ooze up out of there. Get the ooze out, baby. The ooze. And then you find out it's just his hot ass breath. Because bro don't take a shower. He's scaring all the hoes away. And you're slapping his balls together. I'm not gonna lie to you, we're gonna speed fight these guys. You just gonna see me get to cooking. You gotta make sure he dodges those rocks. He does a jump smash attack. There's a few others that'll destroy the rocks. But when those rocks happen, you have to stand on top of, I mean, not the rocks, my bad, I'm retarded. When that smash happens, he let out those circles. You have to jump on you gotta jump on the rock because pole stands don't last long enough. And he likes to make the drum the liberation. Hop in with his ass. I take more points into the immobilization, so you do a little bit more damage when it's when you pop it. And here go that rock I was telling you about. If you activate him and then keep walking, they will just start boxing each other, and he's always going to win. But whatever damage the other rock has done to him will stay. So you actually get to just essentially watch a Geodude fight a grappler. And I not paused live, but I had some very unlucky immobilizations. They was definitely on his booty cheeks. And to finish him off, I slapped my staff repeatedly on his rock ass. Yep. Whooped them rock nuts, tore his ass up. He's feeling some type of way. Bro kept jumping and shit. See, look, focus on the rock booty. He was spitting.
Easy, easy.
What you reaching for, brother? You just pulled that out your armpit? Where did you pull that from? Was it your back? Was it your armpit? Where the fuck did that fucking hair come from, brother? And why did it float up just to float back to me? No, don't touch that, bitch.
This befits you grandly. Hey, luckily I've kept it
Now I
close
got
for its
fucking
rightful
crabs.
owner.
You giving me my hair? Ain't this a bitch? What kind of shit is that? Fuck you holding on to my hair for? And you can backtrack. This is a part of the Long brothers. Black Long was the first one. This is the second one. He's a pretty easy fight once you come through after chapter 2. But apparently I think you can come through after any point of finishing chapter 1. So you can't take my word for that at face value. I'm not so sure. As you can see where I was pretty much halfway, almost done with the chapter. His breath hot as shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. He pretty cool. Like, this is one of the best ones that I've liked so far. Like, this dragon is actually like fighting a dragon. And I know that sounds pretty stupid because, of course, fighting a dragon sounds like fighting a dragon. But this is like a Western style dragon with like modern, like Americanized style dragon legs, if that makes sense. Like in chapter 3, you know, this will be a spoiler for you guys. So here's a little time. Time's up. Nah, I'm just playing. But basically, in chapter 3, you fight a dragon that is like a Western style dragon completely, and I'm pretty sure there's a name for it, but of course it eludes me because I need to be able to know it, and knowledge when I need it is not something that I have the access to because I'm stupid, and you know, it just be like that sometimes. But for me, it be like that all the time. Real shit. But I like that the second one, technically the first one, and we didn't come back to do this one first. It was actually pretty cool. I thought it would be a lot harder than what it was, but the weapon drops and the fight itself is actually pretty nice. There is an undodgeable attack, basically. Let me not say undodgeable. You just have to dodge it when you see her twirl up. She'll move her head and you'll look like an attack is coming. Just dodge when it looks like it's about to happen. And then we jump cut to fighting this tiger. He was on all bullshit.
Bloody hell.
Me and the boys call him Raph from Ben 10. He just kept going.
Suck your offerings and go breed more rats. If you dare to muck up the king's practice again, I'll serve your dimwit son up for supper, myself. Ain't you that old loser? Where'd you come from, you bird-faced mug? Who cares anyway? I'll go.
Wrath has come to box. Let me tell you something, Ben Tennyson. You don't pull up on the fucking Wrath unless you're ready to die. And die I did several times. Wrath fucked me up. Not gonna lie, I like his concept. The blood slashers not so much, but like his punches and like his little kick shit, I like. The Kit Kat goes meow. That kitty know how to box, bro. You forget not. Bro out here thinking he Unahana sending blood slashes and shit. And when he does that, don't touch him. When he turns into a stone, don't touch him. It's an automatic parry maneuver. And he also will do that. He won't, if you don't hit him, he'll punch you anyway. So take with that a grain of salt and do with that what you will. Now you have 2 grains. Don't know what you're gonna do with it, but you got 2 of them. Whooped his ass. Shadow Clone Jutsu jumped his bitch ass. I am Naruto. Oh, he was playing that shit, bro.
This
I'm not
body of
gonna
yours
hold
is
you.
perfect for the art of rock solid.
He was, hey, even in sped up, that motherfucker was spitting. You know, at certain times you just gotta meditate and enjoy the scenery. This is one of those times we're gonna take a moment of silence.
Hurled by gales to and fro, changed from our former glow. When the Long King defied the court, the Jade Emperor was set to punish his entire house. The 4 sons of the Long King, deities of the 4 waters, fled. Deities? Not even they have control over their destinies. Once caught in the threads of karma, all are mere offerings on the platter. 4 longs for the 4 waters under the sky. Their destiny is sealed, as yours and mine. When the Long King defied the court, the Jade Emperor was set to punish his entire house.
And then you realize he was repeating it. W moment of silence, and then we had to get our wisdom from the old man. You know, W quotes. Had to get our mind right, our mental focus, our fortitude. Now we finna go fuck that right up. Beat the shit out this rat. And what you'll see later is a little bit of backstory of a little bit of stuff that you got to do before you beat him. But basically, I ended up beating him without even obtaining the Wind Tamer's thing. It's like a bell. He wasn't that hard of a fight. People made him sound like a lot harder than what he was, but if you just stare at his character model while you fight, you know what you do. You just gotta watch what he's doing. It's kind of predictable. Yeah, that part. You can skip all of this part if you had the Wind Tamer. But I don't, so I just beat his bitch ass up because I'm that motherfucker. And what I will say, I haven't remembered this, but Rat Governor is actually really fucking good. Like, that double rat, that damage reduction, and the damage amplification for you, very good. Very classy, very demure, very mindful. It's not too much. My boy tossed my pussy ass in the air. And basically, long story short, what he's telling you is the rat was his disciple, cut his head off because he was jealous, and this guy ends up being an optional boss. Now, me personally, I can hear and understand the knowledge of what he's saying. All at double speed, brother. You know, I'm sorry for anybody that can't, but I'm gonna need you to get your reading comprehension up, because, you know, a person like me, they can just do that. And here's that little story. What you find out is that he takes this fox, nurses it back to health, and this was explained to me by my friend Cali Nomad. Eventually, y'all will probably see more of him, but for now, this is my game. This is my channel. You'll hear from me. Basically, he sees like a life growing up with this fox spirit, and then one day he gets this bad feeling, comes home, and finds out that the fox spirit took over and killed him, like killed all those people. So instead of that, he chose himself and went back on his journey as a monk. And long story short, he is an optional boss on the chapter 3 as well. And we've reached the end of chapter 2. Wow, man, I'm traveling far to the journey of the West. And here we go for the bonus round. You do this little rattle thing in like 3 different villages. You fight some little demons. You get this kid to show up, and he'll take you down this well. And this is the part where I was telling you before, where you could do a lot of the stuff before, like that Wind Tamer. I beat him before I obtained this. And doing this little story will have you fight the Mad Tiger before you fight him in this time. And then you'll be able to obtain the Wind Tamer's Chime Spirit, so that you can go ahead and do that. And you fight a little Tiger Vanguard. I'm not gonna lie, I like the little tiger theme. It's hitting, it's hitting, it's hitting. It's classy. And here's the Mad Tiger.
Rotten mutt. And he dares bear our father's title under that yellow wind guy. Brother or not, I will have my vengeance. The kid's dad ran off, but now you've shown up to be eaten.
I've shown up to beat your pussy ass up. Yeah. You are no match for my star platinum. Yeah, you can also freeze him in mid-air and completely waste your move like a complete jackass. That's a thing. That motherfucker used the ceiling, the ground, all of it. He's for real boxing. I'm not gonna lie, it took me like 7 tries. But eventually you get the kind of attack pattern down. Look at that. My boy said, I can't hit you with hands, I'm gonna hit you with some earth. My boy fighting himself the way he throwing hands. Yeah, fuck all that roaring shit. And you won't avenge him because I just folded you. Now sit down, buddy. And if you did this beforehand, you would be able to also cut off his cutscene by using that spirit to then yell in his face as him. Ironically, I didn't get the footage of this part, but you fight the boar after doing a little bit of side questing to get some materials for him, sober him up, and then you get to come in here and you get to get this little cutscene. So we'll go ahead and let this play out for you.
Men in our time do not see the ancient moon, but this moon hath shone on men of yore. Behold! Be it the realm of sunset or the realm of gold, it's but an echo of the past. Legends speak of an ancient, colossal beetle in these sands. Whilst deep in slumber, it lay hidden beneath the earth's embrace. When awakened, it would devour all souls that crossed its path. Its shell, harder than stone, defied the strikes of common arms. It struck fear into traveling merchants and wider to neighboring realms. But a yellow-furred rat sensed the immense power emanating from the insect. He halted the beetle's havoc and harnessed it for his own ends. Overjoyed, the king named the rat Gwai, the royal sage, and built a shrine in his honor. The bound beetle was a perfect source of power, so the rat stayed. He seized the tongue monk using the new power, and battled with soon Wukong upon the Yellow Wind Ridge. The Gwai's formidable winds veiled the vast expanse of the sky. Were it not for Bodhisattva Lingji, Tongue Monk's quest for the scriptures would have failed. Yet, stripped of the rat's protection, the kingdom was plunged into a state of ruin. The once lush Yellow Wind Ridge now lies a desolate wasteland.
He slayed the beetle. So he slayed the beetle, took the beetle's power, and then he went mad and slayed his master. Yeah, that's how that went. And so here's that little tiger vanguard. That guy's pretty cool. That's what I mean. Like the concept for some of these is actually pretty nice. Like giant man-like animals boxing. Like that shit is that's a W concept. I don't care what you say. Like well, not what you say, but I don't care what you do. You gotta admit that. I don't care how much you hate it. Let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. I'm with our culture feeling. Yeah, beg me for mercy.
Such fierce stuff work.
That's fierce, definitely.
Brave soul, why not use this might to aid my king's good deed?
I'll be honest, I wish we could do like, I wish this game had stuff like Power Low Key, to where you could have people like, you know, you could create your own party of things and have them like follow you around and box with you.
Can't hurt it.
That'd be fun. I'd like to box with my pet tiger.
I'll sound the drum.
Tiger warfare! Away!
If you are willing, I ask you to seize its vessel at the right time. Then the Yao Guai will be mine.
See? So technically, we help his stupid ass get into his power crazy state. Ain't that a business? And yeah, I said business. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, this right, I'm talking to you. Nobody calls me Tubby. All in all, the beetle is actually a pretty decent fight. W cinematic. And you actually don't have to fight him all by yourself. The rat will jump down and box with you. He does go into the ground, but they're really easy to dodge. I'll be honest with you, like, look at him. You'll see it is really easy to dodge. You can see him coming, and you can do the auto lock to come back. One of the jumps is like a delayed one, so I'm not gonna lie, like, it feels like it should hit earlier, and then it doesn't. He dodged it. By swiping back to try to hit me, he dodged me. Ain't that a business? And also on some of these, you'll realize for these boss fights, if they are that big, they actually will have specific areas to where you can hit them. And doing damage in the other places just doesn't do any fucking damage. So yeah, sometimes that happens, unfortunately, which fucking sucks. But you know, life is lifing, and it'll do what the motherfucker'll do. And it took me a while to get up that motherfucking beetle head, but then you snatch his motherfucking soul from him, and he don't know what to do no more.
I'll join you.
He sees this as an opportunity to come in and box with me. See? So you won't hurt my monkey friend.
Let us join forces and clash once more.
Yeet. You see, when it looked like he was gonna hit, he didn't. But then when it looked like he did already hit, guess what? It still did. I damaged myself in confusion.
Great Gale, arrive!
Yeah, get on your back, buddy. With his little roach fingers. Yeah. Yeah, you're going down, buddy. You're going down. Good night. Look, even though I already beat him, they made it seem like he was still boxing when he wasn't. W saved. He come through with a clean execute. I'm not gonna lie, his execute is crispy. That was clean with the victorious pose and everything. Crispy stood over him like, ho ass nigga, it's Big Rat Governor. And that was the end of the bonus round. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll be back next week. And yeah, like, share, comment. See y'all then. Thank you for watching.